It's time to get prepared. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica Parker, your queen of real estate and fellow real estate investor. If you are joining me from my retail realtor channel, Best Life Texas, thanks for checking this out. With the dip in real estate prices and the increase in mortgage interest rates, I am forecasting an increase in supply of homes over the next year. Most specifically in short sales, foreclosures, REO listings, and probate homes. Want to get prepared to make money on these listings? Well, here are 5 tips to get you started. Tip number 1 is to buy a product that has a foreclosure list and a probate list. Texas actually has a 21-day notice for a foreclosure property to go to auction. So you definitely want to get that because you know that those people are in a time crunch. In addition, banks don't have to do this, but there is a notice of appointed trustee that sometimes goes out the month before that. And if you have the ability to access that list as well, I highly recommend it. Now, foreclosures and probate proceedings are public. You can find this information if you look for it, but I believe in a higher and better use of your time. So I do recommend going ahead and buying that. You want to ensure that it has the phone numbers as well as any emails if you can. Now, the lists that I recommend getting are either Real Estate IQ, which is a Texas-based specifically, and I also like RedX for foreclosures or PropStream for foreclosures and probates. Tip 2, helping you find those deals. So what I recommend is either cold calling or door knocking the foreclosure list and the appointed trustee list. Now, I'll be honest, cold calling's hard. A lot of times people have discontinued their phones and have moved on to prepaid phones because they don't want to be bothered anymore, either by creditors or their bank or by investors or realtors. So they have a prepaid phone. So the numbers aren't always good. But if you decide to door knock, I want to make sure that you're confident and competent when you go there. If you try to door knock timidly, then you're going to get steamrolled. You're going to have someone yelling in your face, cussing at you, making you feel bad, and that's not what you're there to do. You're there to help them and give them their options and be one of those options if that case may arise. Now for probates, I do recommend either cold calling or mailing. So a lot of people think it's insensitive to cold call a probate list. And I will be honest, a lot of people don't feel comfortable. I'm not always comfortable doing that. But I will say most people that are going through the probate proceeding, the death didn't happen last week. They have taken their time to mourn and now they're moving on with the probate areas. So just know that when you cold call, the death probably didn't just happen last week. So that may give you a little alleviation. Now, the other option is to mail a letter. I think that it's always nice to start with some condolences, but a lot of people are gonna think that that's insensitive as well. So you may get some mad people that are emailing you back, but it's more of a passive way to check and test the waters. If someone is interested in trying to sell that property, then they're going to call you back. And that ends up being a warm lead coming into you rather than you going and cold calling someone. I also want to say that I do think that you will need to send out more letters than you need to cold call numbers, because those contacts you make on a cold call, you've got that discussion between you. But a letter, that's actually requiring them to make an effort to call you. And so you want to send out more because it's a numbers game, guys. Tip number 3 is to know the options of a seller in a foreclosure situation and a probate situation. When you're addressing a seller in a stressful situation, you want to come from a place of solving their problem. Did you know that there's over 10 different options to a person that's going through foreclosure? If not, check out this video and all of the options that you have. Now, make sure to ask questions. Understand if this is a short-term or temporary hardship, or if this is going to be a more long-term hardship and how they got behind on their mortgage. Also ask them, is it more important for them to stay in the home or to solve their credit issues? Are they open to an investor buying the home and holding it and they become a tenant in the home? Understanding those options may be able to help you actually solve their problem and make a little money in the process. Also, did you know that a home could be sold while it's in probate? A lot of times people think that probate has to finish in order to sell a home. That is not the case. If you didn't know that, go ahead and reach out to a real estate attorney and talk to them about how and who needs to sign if the home is in probate or if it is just completed probate. Tip number 4 is to get your paperwork in order. It's important to know what paperwork is needed for each of these situations. In a foreclosure situation and a short sale situation, you're going to need a letter of authorization to the lender and to the attorney or the appointed trustee to allow you to communicate with them to ask for a payoff, to ask for reinstatement amounts, to understand what the situations are. That's all very important. Now, in addition to that, if you are going into a short sale, you also need a letter of hardship, the comparative market analysis for the home. You need to be able to provide them with an offer if you are making an offer. In addition, you need to provide them with any repairs that need to be made, pictures that need to be taken of those repairs, estimated costs from a contractor. All of this would go a long way to obtaining the approval of the bank to grant a short sale. In addition, in an REO listing and a short sale, you also want to verify that there aren't any provisions or what provisions there may be about how long you need to hold a property before selling it. Sometimes there's a 30-day hold clause, sometimes it's a 90-day hold clause, and you have to have that property in your possession for 90 days. You can't flip it right around and sell it. So it's important to understand and build in those holding costs. Tip number 5 is to line up multiple options for paying for a property. Have your money ready, have other people's money ready. Be confident in presenting yourself and your project to lenders. If you don't know how to estimate repairs or how to estimate an after repair value, then you want to pay for a program that will teach you how to do that, or you want to partner with someone that already has that experience. Lenders want to feel confident in who they are lending their money to, whether it's a hard money lender or a private money lender. If you are looking to wholesale, then have your cash buyers lined up and look for properties in only those areas that they're looking for. Have in-depth conversations with your hard money lenders, your private money lenders, and your cash buyers. Know where they stand, how quickly they can move, and what exactly that they're looking for. While preparation is key to ensuring you're ready for those deals coming back to the market in 2023, you also need to be a person of action. You will never get anywhere in this industry if you analyze a deal to death. You will miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So be mentally prepared to take those actions. If you are looking for a realtor to help you and be on that team for comps, estimates, and possibly knowing where to put your money or putting that house on the market, then we're here to help. Just reach out to us at info@bestlifetexas.com. Until next time, bye for now.